On rate, press it down 156. Big shove, nice. Shove, swing. All right, girls, we have the outside turn. That means we gotta press on those legs hard. On this one.
Everyone thinks that I yell stroke. So like, for an entire 2,000 meter race, I just say stroke over and over and over again. They have no idea there's like information such as like stroke rate or how fast you're going. They just think that you just yell the word stroke.
Main duties of a coxswain are to keep practice running. We run drills, we motivate the crew during races, we keep practice up and running, and just make sure everything is as efficient as possible.
It's about giving data and just really bringing the crew together and helping the boat go as fast as it can.
The main duties of a coxswain is to be a leader both on and off the water. That includes just leading the practices when you're on the water, as well as organizing trailer loadings and various stuff off the water. When you're also on the water, your job is to steer, so you have the little rudders on either side to move the boat.
As a coxswain, my duties are to manage practice, to steer the boat, to basically like take all the information around me, sort it, and then like redistribute it to the rowers. I think something that sets coxswains apart is technical knowledge. I think a lot of times early in a coxswain's career, there's a lot of pressure to motivate, to inspire in the boat, but I think as you reach the upper levels, if you're in an 8, you're sitting with 8 women or 8 men that already want whatever you're working for. They're already willing to do whatever it takes, and so your job isn't about motivating them. It's not about cheering them on necessarily. It's more about giving them the information that'll motivate them.
I've always thought that what separates a good coxswain from a great coxswain is just passion. So if a coxswain's really passionate about what they do, it shows in their voice, and they're able to let it rain through their calls. And it's also good because if you're passionate about it, you're going to put in the work that it requires to become a good coxswain.
You have to be like the most calm out of everybody, because like if you're strokesy or someone in the boat can tell that you're stressed out or like freaking out about a situation, then that just freaks them out, and which causes like chaos.
The hardest part about being a coxswain is sometimes there's that feeling where things just aren't going right, and when you're not the one holding an oar, when you're not the one exactly moving the boat, it can get frustrating sometimes.
I think coxswain doesn't always get the respect that it deserves, and I understand athletically, physically, the role is very different from rowing, but it is the coxswain's job to have a handle on every situation all the time. And I think sometimes needing to have that handle on every situation and being prepared for anything that comes your way, that can sometimes be the hardest part. When something goes wrong in the boat, you are the person that everyone looks to. When something needs to happen in the boat, you are responsible for making that change. And I think sometimes the hardest part is handling that and being the only person in the boat that's responsible for that.
The hardest part about being a coxswain is just balancing all the opinions of everybody in your boat and your coaches and just coming up with a general consensus that everybody can agree upon.
Well, one thing about coxswain that I love is it really changed my life, because when I came here 5 years ago, I was super shy, super reserved. I could never picture myself as being that open and like outgoing and loud person. And I think coxswain really changed me for the better. It allowed me to open up to people, and really dive deep into things I didn't even know I was capable of accomplishing.
Switching between boats and like being able to work with like the girls themselves is like a lot of fun and like winning. I think sometimes when I'm in the boat, there's like these magic moments. Maybe it's one stroke or maybe it's one piece, but it's when 9 people come together and make something really incredible happen. And it's 9 people that want something so bad they're willing to push themselves to the breaking point to get there. And I think in that perfect stroke or in that aggressive piece, when you feel everyone's passion, when you feel the trust in the boat, the support from your teammates, that's my favorite thing about rowing. Every day I go out there, there's so many variables, weather, you know, there's so many different people in the boat, but when everyone comes together for what we're working towards, magic happens, and that's why I love rowing.